Good day, everybody. This is the last session, so let's keep focused for one last time. My name is Santa, and I am Sustainability Manager at Maxima, Latvia. And today I'm going to walk you through our sustainability journey and touch upon the challenges and benefits we have seen so far. Maxima is one of the leading retail companies in Latvia, and it is a part of Maxima Group, which is a company that operates in 5 different countries, in all Baltic states and also in Poland and Bulgaria. And on the slide you can see the key facts about Maxima Latvia. So we serve more than 250,000 clients daily. We have more than 6,000 employees working in whole Latvia. And we have 172 stores across the country, as well as 2 logistics centers and a business office place. So already from these numbers, I guess you can see that we have a lot of opportunities and areas of action. And we do have significant number of stakeholders, as well as significant number of infrastructure objects we need to manage. And about sustainability at Maxima, I would like to start with our first sustainability report, which we issued in 2021 on the year 2020, and we have continued to annually report on our progress. And well, in all group countries, sustainability material topics and areas of action are quite similar, and they often overlap. Here in Latvia, I would say focus on 5 the most material topics for us, and the first one is CO2 emission reduction and energy efficiency. As per the previous slide, we have a lot of infrastructure objects, so energy efficiency is very, very important to us, and it is directly linked to our operational costs as well. And we are happy that last year we reduced our electricity consumption by 14%. And since energy efficiency is directly linked to CO2 emissions, we have also set this topic as one of the environmental priorities. And I would say that often sustainability topics, they really depend on the sector the company operates in and also the business model it has. But I would say that CO2 emission reduction is one of the topics that all companies have in common and also all countries have in common. So thus it is also very important for us. And the second topic is waste management. And due to our business model, we do accumulate a lot of waste because we sell products, and products come to our logistics centers already packed. So our direct waste that we create is a minor part of that. However, we do need to manage it. So what do? We ensure very detailed waste sorting in all our locations. And we really also focus on ensuring that the waste we sort is further processed. So I'll give you an example. So our third category, food waste, is being further processed into biomass, and the fat coming from our food production units, it's being further processed in biofuel. So thus we really try to close the circle. And we also provide waste sorting options for our clients. For every store we have a container where you can bring your used batteries and small electronic devices. The next topic, sustainable packaging. Its situation is a bit similar to waste management, meaning that we have 2 types of packaging. There are products from our suppliers that come into our stores, and the packaging is the choice that our supplier has made. But the other part is our private label products and our culinary products, and we have chosen to focus on this part more. And we are constantly analyzing how to improve the packaging. We are also offering our customers a choice. So last year we started to offer small paper bags free of charge for weighted fruits and vegetables. And moving to the social part, of course, given the number of employees we have, employee well-being is fundamental to us. And our business cannot exist without people, so we really try to analyze and improve the working conditions. We offer several, I would say, very good benefits. For example, we have health insurance for all our employees. We really motivate them to improve their qualification. We provide scholarships for those who study and also for their kids who have good grades at school. Last but not least is support to local communities. As we do work in whole Latvia, we really want to be in touch with our clients, with the communities we work in. And so the two main areas we work on is ensuring and promoting children's health and rehabilitation, and also promotion of healthy lifestyle and active lifestyle. We are happy that for 2 years in a row we have received Platinum category in Sustainability Index. But I would say that the biggest milestone is that this year we agreed on a group level to set science-based greenhouse gas emission reduction targets. And we chose that, not only to cover our direct emissions, but also to cover our supply chain emissions, thus really having a target that summarizes all our operations. So till 2030, we have committed to reduce our scope 1 and 2 emissions by 42% compared to 2021, and we want to reduce emissions in our supply chain, which is the biggest part of our CO2 emissions, by engaging 67% of our suppliers to also set goals. But now I would like to walk you through the journey we had. For every company who starts thinking about how to be sustainable, there are 3 questions that needs to be answered. So it's where to start, it's what to do, and how to make it work. For us, we had several activities that are sustainable, but I would say the first official start was in 2019 when we committed to constantly improve our sustainability. So Maxima Group joined United Nations Global Compact, and by doing so, it committed to uphold responsible business practices in terms of human rights protection, environmental protection. And after this commitment, since sustainability is a massive topic, it's a huge topic, and it really depends in which sector you work, and it depends on the business model, we needed to assess which areas are important for us, and in which areas we actually make the biggest impact. So we did it according to methodology, meaning that we engaged our stakeholders, we talked to them, asked about their view on us, and what can we do better and different. So it came out with the list of impact areas. In this process, in this phase, I think the biggest challenge I would name is that it really takes time to understand what sustainability means to your particular company. Because there is a lot of information online available, but it's very generic also, and there are many standards, methodologies, guidelines, but you really need to understand what is applicable to your company. And moving to the next stage of what to do once we have committed and identified the areas of impact, we issued our first sustainability report, and we did so by using GRI standard, which is one of the most widespread standard, and it is also quite a challenging process because GRI standard has quite strict and particular requirements, so you need to start gathering data in the areas you never did before, which is actually a good thing because it allows us now to monitor progress in the areas that are really important for us. And then afterwards, we tried to set goals in all the impact areas. We did so. It came out with a lot of goals, a lot of activities, and we realized it was a bit too much too soon, because we have just started, and it also, once you do activities too many at the same time, it might not be efficient. So we changed our approach, and we decided to dig really deep, to do like a deep dive in one particular topic. So we chose CO2 emission reduction. It was a process. For several months, we had really hands-on collaboration with all the group countries, so we try to understand where do our emissions come from, how much we can reduce them, and how much we need to reduce them to also be in line with the global goal. And it was a few months process, and at the end, we really understood our impact, we understood the ambition we need to have, and we set the goal. So I would say that this approach, where we really deep dive into one topic and we have ambitious yet realistic and meaningful goals, was something that we are quite happy about. But when you think about what to do, there is a challenge of finding the right trade-offs, because sustainable business is still a business. And for every activity you do, every investment you make, you need to analyze the return from it. And it needs to make sense, maybe not tomorrow, but also in longer term. You need to have like common sense. Why do you do it? What are the impacts? So you need to pick the activities that bring the highest added value. So you have the stakeholder expectations, you have your business goals, and you have the sustainability ambitions. So trade-offs, it is a challenge, but it's possible. And moving to the last pillar, how to make it work. It's not so hard to decide on the goals and policies, but it is quite hard to keep the topic alive, to not make it just a paper-based goal, but to continuously talk about it. So we chose to focus on awareness raising for our employees. Again, I remind you, we have more than 6,000, so that itself is there's a lot of opportunities there. But we do a lot of informational campaigns. We quite often write about sustainability in our internal magazine. We issued sustainability challenges, and this week we are actually going to the forest to plant trees as well. So we try to keep this topic alive and actual. And the one thing that's also very important is sustainability is evolving and it's changing, and almost every year there comes new regulations out. The technology changes a lot. So you need to be up to date. You need to follow up on the recent developments. And the way we do it is through collaboration. We collaborate with a lot of non-governmental organizations. We have very good collaboration with Riga municipality. So in this way, we ensure that we have access to information that is very relevant and new, and we can exchange best practices and feedbacks. However, where we started in 2019 and where we are now, I think the challenge is very evident that sustainability takes time. It's, I would say it's way of doing business rather than implementing one or two activities. Therefore, you need to be patient, you need to be determined, but it is possible. Moving to the good part, by starting to analyze various data, you also analyze your processes. And by doing so, we identify things we can stop doing, things we can start to do, and it actually increased our process efficiency. And one example is digitalization. It gives you huge process efficiency gains. And also financial efficiency. There are topics that are quite straightforward, beneficial to the company. For example, investments you make in energy efficiency will positively impact your operational expenses. So it's also about financial efficiency. And when you think about investment today, you need to consider the context in the upcoming years. So it's also about long-term efficiency. And as also colleagues mentioned, it is about reputation and brand, for sure. We receive more and more questions from our clients and media about our position regarding sustainability topics, about what we do. So we need to be able to answer them, and we also see that it is quite tricky to today make a link between client's choice and sustainable activities between company. But at the same time, as society's awareness is increasing about these topics, if a company chooses to do nothing, they will lose in a longer run. So reputation and brand, which means also adding value to your products and services, is something that is quite evident benefit. And to conclude, I would say that yes, there are challenges, and I think in every business decision there are challenges. There also are benefits, and sustainability is not a nice-to-have thing anymore. It's a lot about compliance as well, because it is becoming requirement as a requirement, and it's also about business resiliency towards change and risks. So this is our story, our journey, and that's it from my side. Thank you.